Somebody special, yeah. Can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special.
So you want to know why you keep having the same issues in different relationships. And it's because you were attracted to the guy for the wrong reason from the start. It makes a difference in what you choose to entertain. Stop entertaining nonsense. If you are walking down the street and some guy is like rolling down the window and, you know, trying to holler at you from out the car and he's screaming to the top of his lungs and not approaching you in a classy way, in a presentable manner, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. I mean, because to me, it's just like, you just the typical guy. If you walking in the mall and he like, hey, excuse me, hey, girl with the red hat, hey, cutie with the big booty. I need us to know this. Like, I need us ladies as a collective to understand that that is not the proper way to get a female's attention. It's not cute, okay? And that's just with the way that they say hello to you. So you can start there. Then secondly, okay, if he passes that part, like he actually walks up to you as like a gentleman should, okay, now it's time to hold a conversation. You know, how is the conversation going? Are you interested? Are you intrigued? Is he intrigued? Is he engaged? Is it the typical dude conversation? Hey, can I get your number? Hey, yeah, you look cute. Oh, you got a man. Hey, you wanna ride with me around here? Like, and that's another thing. Follow your intuition and your gut. Like, if you feel like it's not, like something's off, don't ignore that either, because your body knows, like our mind know, and like us as women, we be knowing. But when you know better, you do better. So, which is why I'm making this video today. I'm hoping that it helps some young woman out there to just remember, like, you're better than that. And it starts there. So being attracted to the wrong man starts with his approach. If the approach is off, baby, it's no telling how he's coming on everything else. Like, it's no telling where everything else is about to go from there. Like, because I would only imagine that it would go downhill from there. So pay attention to the way he holds the conversation, the way he talks, the way he carries himself when he's talking to you. In that first conversation or initial conversation, did he ask you out for a date? Did he compliment you? Did he, you know, make you feel good, make you smile? But, you know, in that initial conversation, these are things that I would look for. Does he seem intelligent? You know, how's his vocabulary? Is he talking with all slang? Yeah, yo, yeah, bro. Go from the hello to the initial conversation to the first date. You know, like, it's steps to it, but there will also be plenty of opportunity for you to recognize the signs, recognize the red flags. Like, it's so many opportunities. We just have to collectively learn to stop ignoring the red flags, ignoring the signs. Now, if he takes you out on a date, I need you to do your big one and show off and make sure I walk on the right side of the street. Like, these are things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for how you handle me, how you take care of, like, how you try to protect me. Like, you know, how do I feel? How does my body respond to you when we are out? Do I feel safe with you? You know, like, and did you offer to pay the bill? Now, I know this one is a really big debate. You know, there's a lot of women now that's like, no, I'll pay myself. Like, and I completely understand that. But I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm just gonna drop it right here. He should very much pay for the first date. He is a man, supposed to be a protector, supposed to be a provider. Like, I mean, we're not looking to, and in this aspect, we're not looking to just have like a one night stand. I'm speaking to people who are genuinely looking for a long-term relationship, maybe marriage in the long term, like you're dating for long term. So if you're looking for that, it's little things that you could pay attention to in the beginning to see where, he may be lacking, or like, does he have a quality that you want? Does he have multiple qualities that you want or that you don't want? But if he at that table and he looking at you and you looking at him and y'all looking at each other, red flag. Bring me that check. I'll pay for what I got and I'm out after that. Like, I'm dipping. And that's another thing. Did he offer to pick you up? Like, just pay attention to what he offers to you and how he treats you, and how he handles certain situations, because some guys are really good at masking the faulty, negative, concerning qualities that they have, so they can mask it by, like, doing all of these things I'm saying that a girl would expect for them to do, but also still being a little delulu. But what's done in the dark is always going to come out the light, and you can't hide forever. So something's going to show. Like, you're going to end up seeing something if he is trying to hide it. And I know things are not going to always be perfect. People are not going to always be perfect, and that's something that you got to remember too. Like, every man is going to have some type of something that is like package, and it's like, we all deal with things. We are all battling. We're all dealing with something. We're all fighting something. We all need to improve in some way. And just like he might need to improve in an area, so do you. So just take that into consideration. But also raise them standards. Like, you just have to go into it knowing what you want. And you have to go into it being smart. You got to know what to look for. You gotta know that he has to also bring something to the table. It can't just be one-sided. You can't be the only one and that doesn't even mean like just like materialistic things or money. It goes further beyond that, like physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. It's all of those areas that you need to be making sure that he is 50-50 with you on. Now, this is not going to happen on your first date, but it will happen over time. Eventually you'll start to learn and see how he is, how he moves. But these are things that I pay attention to, like, how does he respond to certain things? How is he when we come across like a situation? What if I'm struggling emotionally? How does he respond to that? What if I'm upset about something? Is he going to get mad at me? And we're both going to be upset together? Are we, are we emotionally compatible? Like I said already, do I feel safe with him? Is he offering to give me whatever? Like, whether that's emotional support or financial support or any type of support, like, but these are things that you want to pay attention to. If a guy is mistreating you in any way, on any level, and I mean emotionally, physically, mentally, he is a no-go. And you need to let him go ASAP, because that's a red flag, and it only gets worse. It only gets worse. So you have to learn how to find the little things. Like, if he has anger problems, we're not gonna be okay with that. Don't allow that. If the first sign that you notice of him having like a temper, anything, he on 1,000, the situation is this small, and he's up here, and you're here, and like, he just takes it to another level, that's a red flag, sis. And that's the part, that's what I mean. You have to start learning how to detect these things. Like, certain things can be caught in the beginning, and I really just want to help women like yourself with identifying those things and trying to figure out, like, okay, what can I look for in the next guy that I talk to or the next guy that I date? What can I pay attention to try to avoid going through that same problem again? And you should not only be attracted to a man for his money, for the nice hair he has, for the nice body he has, for, him wearing nice shoes, he can dress really well. All of these things are great, but ladies, that cannot be the basis of, your dream guy. It can't just be about that. You shouldn't be only attracted to them for, what they have or what they look like. What matters is what's in here, what's in their heart. That's what you have to start paying attention to. And now, I'm not saying go out here and start talking to people who you're not attracted to. You should absolutely be physically attracted to them. I'm just saying, don't let it be a deal breaker if he doesn't have the hair of your dream guy. Like, that's absurd and it's immature, and you might miss out on something that's supposed to be for you because you sitting here worried about what kind of hair he has and how you want your babies to come out and how you want the kids to look, and you want your kids to be tall and have this color eyes, and like, come on now. Those kind of things are minute compared to what actually matters here. I would take character over any of that. I will take that before I will take someone who abuses me mentally, emotionally, who doesn't care about me, who doesn't get me what I want. So I'll take all of that, and you not having green colored eyes and, a 6-pack, a 8-pack, I'll take that. Just give me a guy that's going to be loyal to me and treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated and respected, how I should be respected, and how I'm also going to return that respect to him. Because I'm a respectful person, I'm a respectable person. And those are things I value. So honestly, you really have to sit down and ask yourself, what do you value? What is it that you want? Do you value loyalty over financial? Do you value financial over loyalty? Like, what is it that you do value, and what is it that you are looking for in a relationship? I would highly recommend to make a list of all the qualities that you would like in your dream man. And this is strictly qualities, no physical qualities, only personality, character, value qualities that you want in a man and in your relationship. And then you should look at that list, and honestly, the guys that you entertain and date and everything, you should go based off of that list. If he does not fit any of those qualities that you listed, it's a no-go. Because you know why? Those are all qualities that you value. And if they're not meeting that, it's a no-go. A person can't control their anger, can't control their emotions, is definitely a huge red flag. So I personally always like to hear like why the guy may have broken up with his ex before me or whenever before that, because that lets me know, like, sometimes it can let you know whether there's an issue with him or what you about to be facing, things like that. Like, you got to know what questions to ask. Another example, if I see that this guy is always out in the street, he's selling weed, he hanging out on the corner with the guys, and they just look like they up to no good, and he out there in the streets, that's a red flag, sis. I know it might be cute and attractive on the outside, but I guarantee you that man's priorities ain't right. That man's priorities ain't right. And it's only going to drag you into it, and in some way, eventually, in the long run, Like, you might not think you'll get involved, but what if one day he asks you to take him there, or like take him to go sell something? Really, you're going to find yourself in the mix of it eventually. We all know nothing good is going to come out of you selling drugs, or like it's quick money, yes, but nothing good is going to come out of that. So when you see these things, yes, it might be cool and attractive to have the hood guy and all that, but baby girl, you're watching this video, so you obviously want to make a change, and it got to start somewhere. So you're going to have to start putting your foot down, and you're going to have to start paying attention to these things, because maybe that's why, like, you keep running into the same type of guy, just emotionally immature, physically, immature, financially immature, just immature in so many different ways. And it's like, you're on a whole nother level. Recognizing the red flags can be a challenge, but just know, if they're not equally bringing the same emotional intelligence, physical intelligence, financial maturity and intelligence as you, it could be a problem. I get it that some people have different situations and different circumstances, and those are not the ones that I'm talking about. So all of this is with reason. So I'm not saying like, yeah, everybody needs to be financially stable and everything. Like, we live in a hard time. So that is by far what I'm saying. Like, all I'm saying is, use your discretion and stop ignoring the red flags. You gotta stop ignoring those red flags. You be noticing them in the beginning, and you just keep ignoring them. And so I really want to help you to practice doing things a little differently as you enter or as you continue to grow in your season of just dating and like being single and mingling. So hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I trust you. You got this. Like, comment, and subscribe if something from this video actually helped you in some type of way. Let me know what helped. Let me know if you want to see more, or if you have certain topics that you would like to hear more about. All right, I love you, God loves you, and have a great week.
Yeah, can't believe it's so. Yeah, 20 nights been so. Baba don't lose composure.